Hello guys, welcome to another grand interesting video on your Leansimcorp, and in this today's tutorial we are going to understand about creating AGV and transport logic. So we are going to use AGVs to transport material from one location to another. We are going to understand about AGV paths, AGVs, routing, and many more stuffs. If you're looking for Flexsim simulation support, or looking for training courses related to simulation, or if you're looking for digital twin solutions, or you're looking for engineering automation, you're on a right page. Visit Leansimcorp.com and be a member now to get access and support in all these domains. Now, what you have to do is, in the lists, you can see that automatically in the list AGV work thing has been created. Okay. What is the work of this? The work of this is that it will put in your task of the AGV's work into this system, okay, which is known as AGV work. And what you're going to do is, we are going to go into the properties window now. So, before we could do something, let us have the sync being created. So what I'll do is, again, I'll do Control Z, so it will get us the drop off point, and Control Z will get our connections out back again. Now the interesting thing is whether this model is going to work, because the center port is not there, dispatcher is not there, right? So it will not work. It already went into the sync directly without using the AGVs. Now we need to make this functional, that these AGVs should be basically being used in order to deliver the parts. So how are we going to do that? Let us make a connection between these two control points as what? We are going to make it as a drop off point. Is it? So main pickup point. So if you see, we can have different types of works being created out here, and that is where it has been created in this fashion. So if I connect from this to this, now basically a pickup point, then it is again a blue color. So what we have to do here is we have to select next work point. So this is basically going to do what? It is going to look in for the work across these control points. Okay. And that is basically going to help our AGVs keep on moving, looking for multiple different tasks across the control points. Okay, so I'm just putting this next work point and then next work point, right? So we have created these all next work point, next work point, next work point. Okay. So we have selected the next work point and connected all these different control points, and now we need to check by resetting run if we could bring in these AGVs. And if you could recall from our last tutorial, there was a problem that this AGV2 was not able to deliver the part to the drop off point, and that we are going to debug in this tutorial by using this AGV process flow. And let us see whether that's doable or debuggable. And if you see, currently it's still not there, right? The parts are already out in there, right? Now wait for activation list. If you could look at here, we have here all of these coming out to here. Available AGVs are perfectly there. Active AGV capacities are there, right? And if you could see, wait for activation is the thing. Wait for activation is being basically connected to which of the 4 point, right? That we need to look into. So wait for activation, we use internal list here, and the parking list is also here. Now, what is the reason that this process flow is not working? Let me know in the comment section below, and we are going to debug this in our next part. So let us understand about how we can make this functional. But to summarize, we added advanced AGV process flow. we added, we looked in how we can connect to control point for next work, next work point, and that is how it is going to help us move AGVs from one point to another. So see you in the next tutorial, and we're going to make a very big model, and that's going to be exciting with this tutorial ahead. Hello guys, welcome to the next part of our AGV tutorials using process flow. So in the last tutorial we came to know that we use this advanced process flow, like we added it. We will be using that going ahead now. We brought in this next work to find, and then we're not able to deliver the parts from this process flow by using AGV. The reason behind, initially in the last tutorial, if you could remember, there were dispatchers which we eliminated, and the center port connectors were there, but again that was the standard method to do that. But now if you see, when you go to the use transport, there is a center connected thing. But as we do not, or are we not going to use dispatcher, as we are not going to use dispatchers, what's the best part to use is, we need to use this advanced process flow which we already pulled in, right? And in order to make this functional, you need to go to the use list, and in that push to item list, no task sequence. Similarly, for the staging one also, what we're going to do is, we are going to use transport. We're going to use list and push to item list, no sequence. Because of this, what's going to happen is these AGVs are going to be acting as a functional. And the last time, if you could remember, there was a problem that our AGV2 was not able to deliver the part to the drop-off point. That is now going to be eliminated because of these red lines which we just drawed. And what those are going to do is, those are going to ask AGVs to continuously look for the next point for a walk. And you can see that the AGV left. AGV2 is now onto the board, and it has delivered our next part. And that's the beauty of this simulation, right? If you could see, now we are not using dispatchers, we are doing center port connect, but center port is not connected. We are sending it to a list, and from the list, the AGVs are automatically taking up their task and keeping on rotating. The moment the part is now going to be onto those processors, they are going to pick that up. And that's the beauty of this part. So I hope you loved this. Exciting, right? If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with your friends. And do not forget to visit our website Leansimcorp.com for exploring engineering content related to simulation, automation, and a lot more. Do not forget to visit our page Leansim Connect to get our communities where you can join with us on WhatsApp, web, Facebook, and a lot more. So now what we're going to do is, we are going to add a pickup area. Rather than a pickup area onto a main area or a main line, we are going to add these, we are going to make a separate area named as a pickup area. So let us start modeling it, going into the AGVs, draw a straight path, and then a back path, right? And then a vertical path, which is then going to go inside this and join it, right? I'll just move this control point later so that we could have a good amount of connections out there. So I'm just joining the path now, okay? We join the path here, and then we join the path here, and then we join the path here, and then we join the path here. Perfect. A perfect loop is there, right? Now what we're going to do is, we're going to add in some of the control points. So let us add 10 control points. So 1, so now it's going to be very exciting for us